Welcome back to What Arty Noobs. This is the GW Panther, the GW Panther, Tier 7 German SPG. It's located on the east spawn of Airfield, and it's under the command of Moose. Now this Arty has got a 15cm howitzer. It was intended to be built. They actually made a mock-up, ready to build one, but in the end they were just too short of Panther hulls to actually go ahead and build them. Now what's interesting about this Arty is the turret at the back of the tank. It actually gives you a much wider arc of fire than you would off a standard German Arty. In fact, the only other Arty I can think on the German tech tree that actually has a similar arc of fire, I would say, is the Panzer Selbstfahrerfette 4B, which is the otherwise known as the Grasshopper. And that does actually have a turret as well, mounted on top of a Panzer Mark IV hull. This one's on top of a Panzer Mark V hull, the Panther. Okay, well, 3 enemies in sight, the AMX 1375, and off in the distance we can see an SP1C who's actually hiding up there. It's a light tank. He's sniping at the enemy from a long way away. Oh, that landed near him. You can see Moose was trying to back up and relocate for counter battery purposes and went into that rock face there, and that can be dangerous sometimes on some of these maps. If you try backing up and you can't see where you're going, you might actually go over a rock and tip yourself over. Very, very dangerous in very low tier Arty. Oh, that was a direct hit. That one definitely hit the IS-2. No doubt about that. Okay, he's going for the T20 on Temple Mount. He's gone into that little dip, and that's quite a good little spot to be in, so you can't be seen by the tank destroyers, but it's not a very good spot to be in if enemy Arty's firing at you, because that can happen. And he did hit him. In fact, at the moment he's not showing any damage done to the enemy whatsoever, but the fact is we know for certain he's got one direct hit. We also know he hit that T20 as he was retreating. Looks like the T20 didn't actually suffer any damage though, but that guy did. The IS-3 took damage for 141 and is stunned. The T20 didn't take any damage because he still had 100% health when he came back up. That T43 thinks he's safe behind that wall. He's not. Any second now. Reload time 21.81 seconds. Rounds out. Direct hit. 62 hit points, not a lot of damage. Now this Arty is capable of doing 680 alpha, and it penetrates up to 39mm of armor, and he's picked up some track damage off that T43. Now he's relocated to avoid counter battery, but he's put himself in a position where that rock ahead of him, just ahead of him, could actually be a bit of a hindrance. He's going for the T20. Rounds out. Yep, got a hit this time. 323. Nice. When you watch two tanks come together like that, the T20s. In fact, it might have been the other one that he actually did hit, because there's two T20s. So we saw another T20 appear in the spot, and it looked like he hadn't done any damage. He probably did do damage to that guy, but we saw the other one. And he's hit the other one again for 212. And he hasn't relocated very far. The enemy are doing quite badly in this game because they're 5 tanks down already. They've lost 1/3 of their, more than a third of their team. They've lost nearly half their team. We're looking at an Object 416. So medium with a very flat turret. And yes, a direct hit on him as well. But because he was unspotted, we don't know how much damage he did. Oh, now there's a juicy target. That was an SE-130PM. As we may have mentioned in a previous video, hit the thin skin tank destroyers. They're worth a lot of points. There he is. Rounds out straight away. Oh, yes! And he's got stun assist. Oh, it looks like that SU-130PM got absolutely mauled by an MX 1357 shortly after our shell hit him. And he's out the game. Okay, next target's a guard, which is basically a 416 under a different guise, you might say, or a new generation of it. The STG guard. IS-3 again. A tank that we've hit before, but we're not loaded yet, but will be shortly. He's trying to have a go at our guy, but who's hiding behind that wreck, the T-29. Let's line him up, rounds out, and yes, it hits. That stunned him. That makes it easier for the T-29 to get at him. There's only 4 enemies left now, including that IS-3, and he did take out our T-29. He's still heading west, heading east rather, but he's being chased by a T-44. So I rather suspect that he's going to get hunted down. The T-44 knows he went round that corner, lining up a shot. Rounds out, direct hit, 191. So he's caught in the crossfire now, because he's receiving fire not only from the T-44 but also from Moose. And there he goes. That means there's only one enemy left, an Object 416. He's up in the north. He just killed our Striv S1, that guy. He's turning around and headed back in the opposite direction. Unfortunately, we've got no shots from this angle. The rest of our team are headed north. They're going to try and find him and kill him. Meanwhile, Moose is not rushing to the coast to sunbathe or to take a dip in the water. No, he's actually trying to improve his angle so he can get the better shot on that 416 when he finds him. And he's up on top of the pocket. It's known as the pocket. Well, that's what Klaus Kellerman called it. And that's a kill. That ends the game with a victory. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. That was a quick game. It's an ace tanker for Moose in the GW Panther. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 11. He got a Confederate medal as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. And if we have a look at the team score, we can see that, no, he didn't get the highest damage in this game. He has on previous occasions. The highest damage actually went to that 416, who got 2,669 hit points of damage, but didn't pick up a high caliber. The next high scorer was the T-44 with 2,516, and after that it was the GW Panther of Moose with 2,227. When it came to kills, it was the T-44 did the best. He got 4 kills, 3 kills went to the 416, and 2 kills went to the M12, and the AMX 1357, the STG guard, and the IS-3. I'm afraid Moose only got the single kill in this game, but what he did get is the highest base XP in the game, and that's because he did a lot of stun assists. He got 1,208 base, 1,022 went to the T-44, 875 went to the E-25. He fired 13 rounds, got 10 direct hits, no penetrations, but 13 splash. Damage of 2,227 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 1, and did 211 hit points of stun assist, damage assist, and 2,428 hit points of stun assist of 12 stuns, and that's why he got an ace tanker. He maximised on the stun assist by hitting targets that his teammates can strike as well. 38,224 credits on a premium account, and after ammunition resupply, he actually took away 42,776 credits. He received 1,208 XP, got ×4 on this occasion, 906 from personal reserves, and took away 8,154 experience points altogether. So a very satisfactory game in the GW Panther. This was a fairly recent one, yes, because it's dated the 2nd of July, and we're now on the 5th of July, just getting rid of our hangovers after the Independence Day yesterday. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching.